A recent college graduate is preparing to begin medical school in the fall, but she is concerned about the monthly emotional fluctuations associated with the menstrual cycle and how they might affect her demanding academic schedule. 2 to 3 days before the start of menstruation, some women experience a neutral mood state, neither clearly sad nor genuinely happy. Once menstruation begins, emotional sensitivity often increases, and even minor mistakes can trigger strong feelings of distress or the urge to cry. What is sometimes referred to as period brain or menstrual brain fog is not yet fully understood. However, recent scientific research has begun to shed light on how hormones influence certain areas of the brain. Previous studies in animals have shown that the size of specific brain regions can change in response to estrogen, a hormone essential for normal sexual and reproductive development. For a long time, it was unclear whether estrogen had a similar effect on the structure of the human brain. Recent studies using magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, suggest that the menstrual cycle, an approximately 29-day process during which hormone levels rise and fall in preparation for possible pregnancy, can significantly reshape brain regions involved in emotion, memory, behavior, and the efficiency of information transfer. These findings are especially important considering that women experience hundreds of menstrual cycles over the course of their lives, meaning the brain is repeatedly exposed to hormonal fluctuations for decades. A key strength of these studies is that brain imaging and hormone measurements were conducted in the same individuals at specific stages of the menstrual cycle, allowing for a more precise understanding of how hormones influence brain structure and function. How hormones regulate the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle typically repeats every 25 to 30 days and begins with menstruation, when levels of female sex hormones are at their lowest. Estrogen levels then rise, stimulating the growth of the uterine lining. A drop in estrogen triggers the release of an egg from the ovary at mid-cycle. After ovulation, estrogen and progesterone levels increase again for about a week to prepare the uterus for possible fertilization. If pregnancy does not occur, hormone levels fall and menstruation begins. Other hormones, such as testosterone and cortisol, also follow daily rhythms, rising before dawn and falling in the evening in both sexes. Hormonal effects on the brain. The brain is composed of neurons that form gray matter and white matter. Gray matter is responsible for emotion, learning, and memory, while white matter enables communication between different brain regions. The hippocampus is one of the brain regions most responsive to hormonal changes. It plays a critical role in memory and learning and is known for its ability to change in size in response to life experiences. Research indicates that hormonal fluctuations during the menstrual cycle can affect both the thickness of gray matter and the structural properties of white matter in the hippocampus and other brain areas. Rising estrogen levels are associated with increased thickness in certain brain layers, while higher progesterone levels are linked to changes in memory-related regions. Changes in white matter may also improve the efficiency of information transfer between different parts of the brain during specific phases of the cycle. What do these findings mean? Although these studies show that the brain can reorganize itself in response to hormonal fluctuations, they do not provide direct evidence that memory, cognition, or emotional functioning is impaired or enhanced during the menstrual cycle. It is also not possible to conclude that an increase in the size or thickness of a brain region leads to improved function. Additionally, the studies focused on healthy women who did not report noticeable emotional or cognitive symptoms. Nevertheless, these findings highlight the urgent need for further research into the unique neurological effects of female hormones and the importance of considering women's brain health more carefully in scientific studies.